Good morning, Nick from Meat Smoke Fire here. A lovely day. Well, not so sunny, but not bad. A bit overcast, but it's not windy. We had a class yesterday, great group yesterday, but it was so windy. It was just chilling to the bone. Anyway, today, usual story, 3 cooks, some wintry ones. I don't think we talked about what we were going to do last week, but I think we've given it away by making one of them during the week. Should be a bit of fun. Oh, by the way, somebody yesterday left behind a hat. We'll send an email out. We've got your hat. So let's show you what we've got. On camera, Andy.
Yay.
And she hasn't got a coat on.
Not yet.
By the fire. Oh, we needed this yesterday and we used it a lot. The RB73, awesome. Helena on the iPad, typing all the questions or typing answers to them. And Mama at the thing with a spare screw loose.
Cheers.
Yeah, with a really warming mug of Prosecco, as usual. Anyway, back to Andy. Here you go, Andy. Got you the right way around.
Yeah.
So, exciting week. I'll show you a bit more later. We've got the Kamado Space, a new unit. So we've juggled things a little bit in the garden, but we're now resellers of these as well as the Blaze. So we've got options for you. These come flat packed. So if you live in London and you've got a little house that you've got to get things through, which we had to do an install a couple of weeks ago, this is great because you can take it in boxes and then make it. It does take a long time. That took me 3 hours to make on my own. But we will do a service where we put them together for you. I've got the optional chopping board on it, so it's very nice. And it's got our oldest egg in it at the moment. So loving it. Anyway, today's 3 cooks. We are going to do a pie. I think we showed you that during the week. So we're going to make a quick pie, really easy. We are going to go with our pie, a potato dauphinois, and we're going to do our bone marrow version of it. And we are going to make a plum cake, which we also made in the week, which was delicious. So we're making another one because everyone loved it. So what I'm going to do is crack on with the filling for our pie. So we're going to use the Minimax. Haven't done that in a while. A little bit warm, not paying much attention. So I'm going to use our Tefal Ingenio, of which I have left. I did bring the handle out. It's all right. Got the handle. So into our, whoops, make that look difficult. Into our pan, I've got some shallots. So it's 2 banana shallots and about 25 grams of butter. So we get that in there. That can melt around these shallots. We'll get them all going. We're going to put in a couple of tablespoons of olive oil. And we're going to start by sauteing our shallots. So Tefal Ingenio, awesome. The pan's come off, handles come off. Take the grid out. What am I doing? Pop that in, pop our pan on, and we'll leave that for 5 or 10 minutes to start doing its thing, to start sauteing. And then to it, we're going to add, we've got some diced chicken thighs. So I showed you how to bone chicken thighs last week. So same thing again, there's about 250 grams of thigh meat in there. 350 grams even, not 250. And then 220 grams of gammon. So just, again, diced gammon. So that will go in. Got a few extras to go with it. We'll put those in. And wine to go in the sauce. It's not, I'm already on it.
I did check as soon as I saw it.
Anyway, so that's going to be our sauce. So what we need to do first is just get this going. I need to grab a spoon to stir it with. Need to get this melting down. So I'm just going to melt that butter into the bottom. And then we'll start, this will become our pie filling. Now, a pie is going to take more than 45 minutes to cook start to finish. So I've already got some on the egg. It's going to be a bit of a Blue Peter show today. We've already got a lot. Here's one I made earlier. So got some of those. Anyway, right, let's get that melting down. Who have we got on, Helena? Let's go over, Andy.
Okay, so we have got Sue Stoneman.
Morning, Sue.
We have got Brisket for a Brisket. We've got Jeanette Harvey.
Morning,
We've
guys.
got Tony Mount. We've
Oh,
got
morning, Tony.
We've got Darren Churchill. We've
Morning,
got
Darren.
Ali. We've got Franco.
Morning, Franco. It's been a while. Happy birthday for a couple of weeks ago. Hope you sold your car.
We've got Big Jeff's Barbecue. We've got Andrew King. We've got Blaze, David Steele.
Morning, Matt from Blaze. Morning, David.
I think Cheryl is on. Josh Plosh.
Don't know who Josh Posh is.
Plosh.
Plosh.
Plosh. Yes.
Plosh.
Dean,
New.
Dean Snow.
Morning,
is on.
Dean.
Said thanks for prompt order.
Excellent.
Andy Mayle.
Thank you, Dean.
John Pritchard.
Morning, John, up in
Johan,
Norfolk. He'll be on the
Ollie.
beach later, no doubt, walking the dogs.
Ollie, Karen.
Wowzers. Morning, Karen.
Ian Bevan, Vicky Mumford.
Lots.
Yes, Sarah. Yeah, Sarah's on. Yeah.
Sarah, which Sarah?
Sarah.
You're Sarah. Morning, Sarah. Hopefully you're not on the wine yet. Anyway, right. So next we're going to crack on. We've got two things to do. Well, three. We've got to do the sauce for that. We've got to make a cake, and we've got to make a potato dauphinoise. So I'm going to start the cake.
Okay.
So, as you all know, I'm a master baker. So if Helena has to chip in from a distance, so be it. So we've got lots of sugar. How much is this? Sugar. If it's on the, it's a cup. Okay, a cup of sugar. Right. Okay. This is all American, is it? It's all in cups.
Yeah.
So this is a littler cup.
Half a cup.
Half a cup. You've got to love it. I don't think that. I'll use the spoon. So just butter. So half a cup of butter, a cup of sugar, and we're just going to whisk those together. So bear with me. You'll pull your Saturday morning brunch face, or however it goes. Nearly there. Perfect. Right, we're there. They don't have to be fluffy, they just got to be mixed together, right?
Well, putting together nicely.
Pulled together nicely, apparently.
Show it some love, Nick.
It's cold out.
Oh, she's here.
Phew. Now if it gets messed up, it's her fault. Right. Next, wet ingredients. 2 eggs. Obviously, I'm going to break these into a pot and then pop them in. Because that's what all good bakers do. Sorry, Sue. Sue is an excellent baker. She's probably going, don't just do that. We are going to get this is almond extract. So if you don't like almonds, you can leave it out, but it does work with this. So a teaspoon of almond extract, teaspoon of vanilla, and we're going to whisk those in now. Start a little bit slowly. Oh, the almond. It's really almondy. And now I'm going to start putting in slowly my... in here there's flour, baking powder and almonds. Anything
Lemon
else?
zest.
That's there, I haven't got it in yet. Baking powder, I said that. Ground almonds, I said that. And then we've got zest of a lemon. What are you laughing at? Don't know about that, Sue. Same age as Mary Berry. Thanks, Sarah. Jeez. That's the last dinner invite she gets.
Say that we've got
Oh,
Hang
hold
on,
on,
you
hold
won't
on,
be able
hold
to
on.
hear. Go over.
I'm coming over.
Okay, so we've got Barbecue Hub on from Australia.
Wowzers, our first Aussie.
Yeah.
G'day.
No, it's not. Paul Parkinson was our first
Yeah.
Aussie from Melbourne.
So just wanted to say we're slowly going global.
Although he's not.
Slowly going global.
Is Paul Aussie? Yeah, Paul is Aussie. So I am right in saying our first Aussie. Right, let's go over here.
We're
Andy.
over here.
So here's one I made earlier. So we've got a.
I think that was Helena.
All right, don't give it all away. It's been a weird morning.
Don't
This
need to
doesn't
know.
look like there's enough in here, but
There is.
Is this the one we've made before?
No,
Or...
it's a new
No.
Oh.
No.
Mm.
So
we're going to get our cake mixture in. Unlucky Lexi Loop, she can't lick the spoon. She's not here. She's probably with her mum.
No, she's at football,
Oh,
I think.
So you just push it down the back of a spoon,
Yeah.
across the bottom.
let me get it all out the bowl first. Don't want Andy, getting to lick the spoon after this. Chance of a fine thing, eh, Andy?
Yeah.
Right. I don't know why we do cakes. I don't even do cakes.
You do.
I like eating cakes.
Doesn't help.
No. Do I? Jeez. All that icing sugar you put in here means it doesn't stick.
Not ice and sugar, love, it's flour.
Or flour or whatever you put in here. I don't bake. This.
Scraping that off with the thing.
Don't waste it.
Jeez. Don't I get to lick anything off the spoon? You lot are evil. Right. That is all spread beautifully in there.
Good job.
And now we have some plums. They're in season at the moment, so these have been sprinkled with some sugar and have some lemon juice over the top of them.
Just gently, no, other way up.
Other way up.
Yeah, that's it. Just gently.
I think they'd look better the other way.
I purposely didn't have the camera on your face then
Oh.
for that.
I saw it's fine.
Do I have to get them all in?
Yeah, if you
Okay, I'll put it back the right way up.
can. Yeah, you see, Mary very doesn't lick the spoon.
She doesn't know what she's missing out on. Right, so how many plums was that?
7.
Perfect. 7 plums. They fit pretty well.
Nice. Good job.
Okay, and then we're going to sprinkle over some almonds. How many almonds? Just a handful. She's worse than me with
You
these
don't. I
measurements.
was going to say you don't measure anything out.
But I thought you did on cakes. I'm putting more on than you did. There you go. So we have our cake. Now, this isn't going to cook in time for us to see at the end, but we have made one earlier. So this is going to go into this
that
egg,
one.
the baking egg. This is set at 180 to 200 degrees. It's a little bit lower on here because I've got the Egg Genius controlling it, and the thermometer is at the level of the baking stone. So we've got it.
Oh, hello.
Hello, easy. We've got it set up with our convector in here, our baking stone, so it's an indirect cook, and we're just going to pop that on the top, and that is going to take about an hour.
Yeah.
So there we go. Right, let's have a look at our burnt shallots. No, they're perfect, look.
Nice.
So we've got our shallots, they're nicely softened, so to those. I've got a little bit of flour in here, so I'm going to put about
That much.
a tablespoon of flour over my chicken, and then I'm going to pop my chicken into our pot with the remainder of the flour, and I'm just going to give that a stir. So if I go like that, Andy, you'll be able to see.
Coolio.
I'm going to give this a few minutes just to brown, and then we'll add the other ingredients. So remind me to come back to it in about 5.
Yeah.
I'm going to wash my hands because I picked
Okay.
up the chicken. Right. Any questions?
Not yet.
Other
When
than
do people want to start seeing us doing Christmas cooks?
the massive destruction that you've left there already.
Do people want to see a turkey? Do we want to see a rotisserie turkey? Do we want to see anything like that? Have we got any Americans that want 4th of July turkey? Well, they all do turkey on 4th of July, so we need to do it before, not 4th of July, Thanksgiving, 4th of July. What am I doing?
Oh my days.
Oh, it's a bad day. Right, we're over here, Andy.
Right.
So we actually need that egg again in a minute. But first, what we can do is take our potatoes. So they've just peeled potatoes, and we're just going to slice them relatively thinly. It's about 3 mil. Oh, I'm loving this new chopping board.
Sarah's on fire this morning, just
What's
saying.
she saying?
She's watching a turkey.
Thanks, Sarah.
So I've got a question.
Yep.
Is it possible to use the expander with the Let's Cue?
Is it possible to use the expander with the Let's Cue? Absolutely. If you go back how many weeks? A couple of months. We do it. We use the expander basket. When you put it in with the handles at the front and the back of the egg. So that way round. Then you can put the Let's Cue in, and you can put the spit across it, and then you can put the expander, you can put a grid underneath, and you can also put the top level above whatever you're spinning, but you can't do anything too big. Does that make sense? Right, let's get these potatoes in. So I've got a dish, and we're just going to layer these across the bottom, and then we're going to prep some, we've got some cream, some garlic, some milk. We're going to prep all of those. We're going to heat them up and try not to boil them all over the kitchen like I did earlier. Came out and lit all the barbecues, totally forgot I was cooking them and made a mess. But that's usual me. Right, get all of those in. Just so you know what it looks like. Well, let's do this bit first. So I'm going to take 2 cloves of garlic and I'm just going to grate them. Now, a lot of potato dauphinois recipes just tell you to split your garlic and then put it into the milk and boil it in the milk and the cream. And when you've done that, take it out. I just like the garlic in there. So we'll take our garlic, put it in our pan, and then to it. The recipe says double this, but we're making 2 smaller ones. This is, I count as a small dauphinoise, so I'm doing about half. So that was 300 ml. This is about 150 millilitres with a bit of garlic skin in there. A double cream, and then I'm going to top it up with milk. And I'll try not to boil it over. I could put this in any of the eggs, couldn't I? Right. Let's have a look at one we've got going. Now the bone marrow bit, we've got it on this one. So there you go, I've just put a bone marrow on the top, I've put some pepper over the top of it. We'll add some thyme to it a bit later on. But the bone marrow here is just melting, and what's happening is it's going to melt in and then you can scoop it in over the top. The dauphinoise is just bubbling away. That is going to take about an hour in your egg at 180. So we put this in about half an hour before. So that should be good. Let's go back to our chicken. So we're just part cooking this because it's going to go into a pie in a bit. We've got that flour in there. I'm going to open it up a little bit. Got the flour in, which should help thicken the sauce, but we can add more in a bit. So those are starting to cook. Now if you like it, you could brown it off a bit. I'm going to add in now our gammon, and we'll start to cook that. I'll leave the lid open so this will get warmed up fairly quickly. And this is just, we're going to come up the filling for our pies. Now we have done 2 pretty chunky pies with this amount of filling. You could do 1 big pie, or what we're going to do now is do lots of little pies, or 6 little pies. So there might be too much filling. If there is, we can just freeze it and use it again. So I'm going to shut that for a minute, let that cook a little bit more. So let's have a look at what our pies look like. Sorry, Andy, backwards and forwards.
Oh, check
So
out
there's
them bad
2
boys.
cooking in there beautifully. So those are cooking at 180 degrees. So all of our eggs are pretty much the same temperature. The filling was nearly cooked anyway. We're just trying to cook the pastry now. It's got that lovely gold on top. We egg washed the top of them, which we'll do. And they're just baking. So we've got them set up with a baking stone and so on. So they're going to be good. So we need to do that. We need to do that. But let me show you this unit while we've got time. So the new Kamado Space unit fits the egg. There is a bigger one coming that will fit the XL. So those of you who want something like this, the Blaze, we don't do XL yet, but this will fit the, there'll be a bigger one that will fit the XL. What we love about this, it's got this little slidey drawer thing at the front. Lift it up and clip it at the top, and all your baking surfaces are on drawers. All your surfaces are on drawers underneath. Great way of storing. And then when you want it, lower it down. It's got a little ash catcher here, so you can take the top off that, and when you want to clean your egg out, just put it into the box, and then when you're ready, you can just lift the whole box off and take it to the bin. Kind of neat. He says, getting it back on. So nice little feature there. Normal size drawers, so you can store your foil and your bits and your bobs in those. And then a big drawer for your charcoal. Stainless steel top, so it's all really hygienic. The whole thing is made of stainless. And then you've got things on the ends, so you can put kitchen towel on that, or your towels, and then on the other end, stuff for your utilities. Your
Utensils.
Utilities. But, yeah, pretty cool. On casters, and it's yeah, difficult to put together, but we can help. Right. Let's get this. Right, that's starting to cook. So we need to add to it. We're going to put some stock in it. So I'm using just chicken stock cubes. You could use chicken stock, not cubes, you know, the pots. We always use those. We love those. We're going to put some Italian herbs in. So I've got just Italian seasoning and also about a teaspoon of black pepper. So it can go in there. How much is the unit? At the moment they're $2,599, and until the end of the month that includes a free cover. Doesn't include the chopping board. I can't remember the price of the chopping board off the top of my head. And then we will charge a little bit to install it if you want us to install it, or I would recommend you get it installed. I had a lesson from Rimas, who owns the company. It was really helpful putting it together. It's not a simple thing. There's a lot of pieces. So it took me, second time, it took me 3 hours to put that together. So it's a half a day job by the time you put the egg in there, for me.
Are they on the website yet?
They are on the website. It's not fully written up yet. So it's there, but there'll be more added. The specs aren't on yet. You can get 5 different colours for all the drawers and so on. So, yeah. Right. I'm going to rush this. How are we doing for time? We're all right. So our pie filling is looking good. Now, if you'd have burnt anything to the bottom of the pan, you need to deglaze it. So I haven't, but we'll deglaze it. A little bit of wine for the pan. A little bit of wine for me.
Rude.
So that's some liquid in there. And if you look, Andy, you can see it's already gone quite saucy because we've got the liquid, we've got that little bit of stock. You don't need much more water in there. So I'm going to get a little bit, I'm going to have to get rid of the wine.
You could have shared that, just saying.
A little bit of water going in, and then still want a bit more sauce in there, but not much. Sorry, Andy. I'm sure there's some wine for you afterwards. Oh, look at that. Lovely, creamy.
That
Super
smells amazing.
easy. And then we're going to add some tarragon. So I've got fresh tarragon here. I'm just going to go over and chop it up. Grab that. Any questions, Helena?
I was just discussing the state of your garage at the moment.
Oh no. Who's brought that up?
Franco.
Franco.
I said, does that unit mean the garden's going to be tidier?
The garden might be. So Franco is OCD about things, apparently, from what we've learned. And he saw my garage, and my garage is definitely not for somebody with OCD. We've got too much stock and just nowhere to put it. Right, I'm going to take this out. So while we plonk that there for a sec, I'm going to get this milk, and I've got our milk, our we put a bit of salt in it, teaspoon of salt roughly, bit of black pepper, so a teaspoonish of black pepper, and we're going to pop this on the egg just to warm it through. Don't let me boil it over,
No,
Andy.
no, I've
Right.
got your back.
So now those two big pots.
I may have to show him the garage the way this conversation's going. I might just have to do it.
You can go in the garage if you want.
Barbecue Hub one is quite
Oh.
intrigued by your state of your garage.
I don't know who Barbecue Hub One is.
This is this the Oz. Aussie
from
man.
Australia. Oh God, sorry. Yeah, it's not a good representation of our spirit. Right, we're going to try and make some little pies. So maybe I should have done the filling a bit smaller. What I will do is get a spoon. I'm just going to try it now. Oh yeah, that doesn't need any seasoning. So we've just got 6 that we put in. These are muffin tins, so we're going to make muffin size ones. So I'm going to try and put some little bits in, big bits in each. How funny, we've got people from Oz watching. Where are you in Oz? What's that?
Frank, I reckon she got stuff in there from the 60s.
Did we tell the story of the cheese?
No, you're not repeating that.
I went to get, I'm going to repeat it.
No,
It's personal.
don't.
No,
Helena will
it's
be
personal
mortified.
cheese. It's personal. I went to get some cheese. We were throwing a raclette party. And Helena said, oh, we've got some raclette cheese in the freezer. It's a little out of date. Try 17 years. Anyway. Right. These will probably be a disaster. Oh, a bit
So
more. Anyway.
our friend in Australia is in Queensland.
Oh,
And Steve from Church for Fishers is on. Martin Hawkins is on.
morning Steve. Morning Martin.
Phil is on.
Morning Phil. Phil, who made me buy another cookbook this week.
Oh my days.
Well, in fact,
That's
two
broken
fell
all
in
the
shopping
rules.
basket at the same time. It's, you know. Anyway, I'm going to wet round the edge of the pastry. These are probably overfilled, but we'll show you the big pies in a minute. This is a bit of experiment, these little ones. If it works, we'll tell you. If it doesn't,
But they better work. I promise so, because we're going to send some over to Manchester.
oh, unlucky, sir. I'm not sending you the big ones. Anyway, bit of pie. We're going to put a pie topper on and then just squeeze them down. The idea is that they will stick. I don't think they're going to. But you'll see. I'm sure Sue could tell me there's a lot better way of doing this. They look nice though. What's now?
It's your sister-in-law.
She's got bodies in the garage.
No bodies in the garage there.
No, I think
Gonna
she's
egg
responding
wash
to the
them.
fact that she might not get pies.
Oh, there'll be a body in the garage. What, mine? Gee.
She's just actually called you a turd, but anyway.
She's a bit feisty today, isn't she? I'm going to get that photo out, Seth. I'm going to post it on my Insta to show them what you're really like. Right, just going to put a little crisscross in the top so that they can steam. So they shouldn't pop, but I think they're going to. And we'll get the other ones out. Perfect. Let's see how the other ones look. Set of gloves. Oh, these are going to be good. We had these in the week. They were so nice. So they've been in about 45 minutes. The idea is, hopefully, they will pull away. We'll find out in a minute. All the filling for them is pretty much pre-cooked anyway. So you're really just baking the pastry.
What did you put those in? Oh, you put
Oh,
those
yeah.
in? The milk and the
yeah.
cream.
Pop those in, that just about fits. Lost my handle. That's definitely warm.
Yep. See, told you I got your back.
Yeah, we're good, Andy, we're good. Right, so that can then just be poured over the top. And hopefully it should just about come up to the level of the top of the potatoes. It's almost like I've done that before. Let's have a look at this one. That is looking good. Let me just stab it and see how our potatoes are doing. They could do with a little bit more. Can you see this bone marrow is all just melting away? It's all going into our pie, giving it a little bit of extra. You don't have to use the bone marrow. This could do with a tiny bit more, but we'll leave that a minute or two. And let's have a look at our. Can we open this and have a look at it? Yeah. Right, Andy, let's have a look.
No, don't. It will spoil it.
We've been told we're not allowed to open it. It's puffed up.
Oh,
Oh yeah. That's probably ruined it now.
Yep.
I'm probably in big trouble. Right, can you get my bit of cake ready? Bless you, Mama. Right, we're going to have a go at getting one of these pies out. Or shall I let them cool a little bit? We'll let them cool a tiny bit.
I'll just.
Now, one of these, we forgot to grease the tin.
Which one are we going for?
I'm going to take that one out, I think.
yeah. Oh, hello, sorry. Out
So,
of focus.
right, so I've got a shot glass because these have got a bottom that comes out.
They've got a loose bottom.
Yeah, something like that. Oh God, this is going downhill this week. Get in. So, let's get this. Let's put our pie over here. We'll put it there because I'm going to cut it in half in a minute. We've got our lovely plum cake. It's a gooey cake. So I'll see if I can get the other one out.
I think that's got my name on it.
That's definitely the one that we forgot to. I've got to run a knife around that.
You've got a palette knife.
Yeah, if you can get one, that'd be great. We forgot to. We didn't forget.
I know. I'm just saying now. It says in the two pies, she's put in that she's regretting her cheek.
Oh, yes. See, Sarah. It's all right. We'll send over some dauphinois. We're gonna have plenty. So I might take a piece of that out now anyway, so we can serve it. So let's do it. Always put it back for a little bit longer.
All right.
It's bubbling away. It should have dried up a little bit more than that, but what time are we at? Oh, we're early.
12:03.
We're
Yeah.
early. Let's give it another 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll just take questions and stuff. I've done this book way too fast today. How's that work? Right, here comes a lady with a palette knife. Thank you all. Is Paul White on? He always wants to see a disaster, doesn't he? I haven't seen
Where
him.
we got those pie tins from? I have no idea.
No, we've had them years. But if you wanted to make littler ones, you could use little, what are we, ramekins? That would work. Let's see what we can do with this one. This one may deposit all of its internals. Stay. Ooh, got away with it. Got away with it. Oh, hello.
Oh, is it
I'm
going to
I'm
go?
going to take the whole thing over and then. We're not. There's a bottom one. What's you? In there.
I can see you dribbling.
Yeah. I'm going to cut the other one in a minute when we've done the rest of the pie. So, we're way ahead of schedule. Let's get the dauphinois off. Because that's all we're waiting for, isn't it? And then we'll cut this pie because it's not.
How are those other little pies looking? Because they won't take that long.
No, but they've only just gone in. They're over there, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
They're all right. can see the filling coming out. They're going to be about 20 minutes, those ones. All right, let's get some dauphinois.
Nice.
I don't know how I'm going to serve it. Big knife. Oh, it's a bit wet at the moment.
Oh, you've taken it too early, man.
Well, I want to serve a little bit, just so we can see it. I'll take a little bit out of the corner. It's going to be all right. We'll cook the rest. Take that off and put it next to it.
That smells amazing.
Oh, you've got to try. Oh, we need to cut the pie. I'll just wash this slightly. And then, so next week, what do we have ideas for next week? We're going to probably do. Here, Andy, you want to be this side when I cut this bad boy. We're going to probably do some. We're going to try this week some croquetas. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I haven't cut through the bottom. The suspense.
Oh, that's like the episode of the Great British Menu,
There
isn't
you
it?
go.
Look at that.
So I'm going to turn it this way. I'll grab the board.
Okay, swap places.
Yeah. So, dauphinoise needs a little bit longer, but we have a potato dauphinoise with bone marrow, just to give it a bit of extra flavour. We've got a beautiful ham and chicken pie, really tall stuff. I will write that up this afternoon. And then we have our plum cake, plum and almond cake. Yeah, I'm happy with those.
Smells amazing.
We'll get to eat loads this afternoon. I'm going to put the dauphinoise back in. We've got the other one still cooking, so we've got loads of dauphinoise. So we'll send that over in a bag for Sarah, and that's it. No pie. Too cheeky. But, we're around. We're not around tomorrow, Monday. We're having a couple of days off, so don't try and contact us then. But we'll be back for the rest of next week. We've got our last class of the year on Friday, which should be good. We'll be back for the live cook on Saturday, and if there's anything you want us to do, let us know. So let's go over.
Okay.
Questions?
So Jane Bleakley has just asked,
Yep.
how did you split the bone marrow?
How do I split it?
Yeah.
Oh, you buy it like that. You buy it from, this was from Waitrose. So it comes in a pack. You can buy it VAT packed, or go to your local butcher and they will sort it out for you. Any other questions? Any suggestions for next week?
So
Did anyone come back on the turkey?
Yes.
Yes.
So people want to see a turkey on the Let's Q.
Rotisserie turkey. Did we not do that before? We'll do it. Cool. Yeah, it's really quick. Works really well. We will go and buy a frozen turkey because it's be difficult to get a fresh one at this time of year.
We'll have to bite the whip we want to do it because you've got
Yeah.
nowhere to put it.
I know. Thank you. We've got a freezer full of pork. We ought to do some pork recipes. We've got so much pork. We keep our own pigs.
Okay, so Mark Brinsford
Mark Brinsford, morning
is
Mark.
using the kebabs.
Oh,
later,
Let's Q tandoors. Yeah, it's been. There's a few left, but not many.
and says what temperature is best.
About 180, 200 for the Let's Q tandoor. So this is the product that sits on the top of the egg. You lower the skews in, and you roast your chicken tikka or your chicken kebabs using it a bit like a tandoor oven. Some still in stock, not many.
Okay, so
Said that already.
Ian has got problems with his regulator. It's not loosening and doesn't fully open any longer. So can you give him some tips?
Ian, problem with your regulator. This one does not open. No matter how hard I could probably move this whole table before it opens. The issue is it's got lots of gooey gunk on the back. I keep it like this because I show it in classes. What you need to do is just push it upwards. Did you hear it click?
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
I don't know if they did.
And then you can open it.
Oh, so push it up
Now
slightly.
get your egg nice and hot. Let your regulator get nice and hot, and then give a good wipe on the bottom of this. It will just be fat that's stuck on it, and so on. If it still won't open fully, you can take the little silicone thing off the end and put your regulator inside your egg. But do take the silicone thing off. You'll have to. Siri's answering. Yeah. You'll have to glue it back on again. Yes. But yeah, that's so. Just get it hot if you can't get the gunk off. But you should be able to get your egg warm enough that you can wipe it all off with a piece of kitchen towel, and that will stop it sticking so much.
Another question.
Yeah.
When you're using the tandoor, do you use the deflector?
No. So when you're using the tandoor ring, for those of you who don't know, let me just grab this in here a bit.
We call it the contesters, don't we?
Does that different one need
Yeah,
to go
so-
back in the egg?
Yeah, we'll do it. So this is what we're talking about, the tandoor ring. Basically, you take your regulator off, that sits on the top, and then you can lower this. We did this on last week's live cook. Lower your skewers full of meat in, and then just hook them. Now you can see it's not going in, because inside this one we've got all the gubbins. Take it all out, and you just lower it in. So you're cooking with no surfaces in there, essentially, and you can have up to 6 skewers in there. If you really want to control the temperature, you can just sit this over the top and adjust it. I don't bother, I can control the temperature with the bottom door, works fine. Any other questions?
Just going back, have a quick look.
Just looking back through the feed, Helena is, so we'll see what we're
No,
doing.
I think that is it.
Cool.
We're at 12:11, so.
Perfect. So, we will write up the pie this afternoon. Yeah, don't burn yourself, Andy. Don't back onto the fire. The cake's already, no, it's not written up. Helena will write that up this afternoon. She's a cake person. The dauphinois is already written up and on the website. There are tons and tons of recipes on our website, about 200 plus. So yeah, help yourselves.
Darren and Kerry Churchill have said they have got a question. Can we send the pies to them?
Can we send the pies? Darren, not going to be over your way for a little while, so no. But thank you for the order this week. Anyway, perfect. So we will stop there, let you all get back to your weekends. Have a great one, and we'll all see you next Saturday, same time. Hopefully we'll have some different cooks. We're going over to see our friends Carlos and Nikki tomorrow.
Yeah.
Carlos always cooks amazing food, so I might nick some of his recipes for next week, but we'll see. The little croquetas are something he's done already, so yeah, perfect. All right, people, thank you very much. Speak to you soon. Cheers.